Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and Steve Kerr. These four have been responsible for one of the greatest dynasties, not just in NBA's history, but they're one of the best professional sports dynasties ever. What the Warriors achieved last season was incredible when you think about where they were following their finals loss to the Toronto Raptors back in 2019. KD left for the Brooklyn Nets, right? Klay Thompson had two big injuries. Steph had a hand injury, and most of their depth either retired or left the team. So for once, the Warriors were looking vulnerable and they missed the playoffs in back-to-back seasons. So them making the playoffs alone last season or having a winning season was going to be an achievement in itself. But nobody thought that it was going to be Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and Steve Kerr lifting the Larry O'Brien Trophy at TD Garden last season. But what's going to take for the Golden State Warriors to repeat as NBA champions next season? Let's get right into it and find out. Running things back is not what the Warriors got to do this off-season. Payton left to the Portland Trail Blazers, and let's not forget, he proved to be an elite defensive player out on the perimeter for the Warriors, and he was huge in the championship run all year long. So the Warriors signed Dante DiVincenzo, who's an agile and strong defender out on the perimeter that has been known to be a pretty good scorer, as throughout his career he has put up some decent numbers with a nice shooting splits, as you can see here. He's also kind of an upgrade from Damian Lee, who left for the Phoenix Suns. The Warriors also lost Otto Porter Jr. to the Toronto Raptors. Otto's ability to shoot from the perimeter and from the three-point line, and let's not forget that he was also a key rebounder next to Draymond Green and Kevon Looney. All of those things proved to be huge in the Warriors' run last season. So, because the Warriors lost him, they went on and signed JaMychal Green. He's kinda of an upgrade from Otto Porter Jr. as he's a better defender in the paint and can shoot the ball better from the perimeter, like just a tiny bit better. He's also an upgrade at the power forward position that both Juan and Bielisa played as they both left the team. JaMychal Green brings more stability in the front court, something that the Warriors have had no luck in the last few years, as Wiseman has been hurt most of the time, and they were dependent heavily, like really heavily, on Green and Looney. If one of those players get hurt, it's trouble for the Warriors. Damian Lee, Juan Toscano Anderson, and Bielisa may have not held huge roles for this team, but each of these three guys brought a lot of energy to this team off the bench last season. But looking at the young core from this Warriors team, they shouldn't have a problem with having that spark off the bench, as Jonathan Kuminga is a very athletic wing who can handle the ball pretty well, and defensively, Kuminga possesses the length and athleticism to be a real difference maker on that end. And I can't forget that he can possibly reach an all-star level as he continues to grow. Then Moses Moody, this is another guy that has shown a lot of potential, like scoring wise. He showed that in a lot of games last season and in the postseason also. But while watching him play, I just know that like his handles are pretty good. But my favorite thing about his game is how decent of a shooter he is, as he shot 36% from three that came from catch and shoot. So I really believe that Moody will be receiving a lot of passes from Steph, Klay, Jordan Poole, and Draymond Green, as they are, the facilitator for that team. And I believe that Moody will be making most of them. And he's going to keep getting better and better, And this guy was just 1 year in the league and by the end of the season showed that he's a capable backup point guard for this team. And let's say Moody keeps getting better at shooting catch and shoots, it will be difficult for teams to stop him, since the Warriors already got Klay Thompson, Stephen Curry, and Jordan Poole on the perimeter. And now that we're talking about Jordan Poole, the leap that he made from year 2 to year 3 is incredible. Just look at the stats. This guy actually shot a better field throw percentage than Stephen Curry last season. And bro, I cannot forget about Andrew Wiggins. This guy used to be called a bust back on his Minnesota days. And the moment that he gets traded to the Warriors, I have said this before in all the videos, was the best thing that could have happened to Andrew Wiggins. He went there and he became a capable defender, not even a capable defender, like one of the best perimeter defenders in the NBA right now. And he became an all-star. That's crazy, bro. He shut all the noise up. I'm all about this guy. Like, I love this guy. Like, his story is incredible. Like I said, he went from being a bust to an all-star to a champion, and he keeps getting better. So I'm excited to see him play next season. So heading into the next season, like I said before, I expect Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody giving the Warriors a spark off the bench. And then, of course, Jordan Poole is going to be coming off the bench also, and sometimes he's going to start. So I expect Jordan Poole also to be giving him some great quality minutes. And Andrew Wiggins is a guy that's showed last season that he's one of the most important players on that team. So he's going to be really important for them next season. So the young core is looking really, really good for this team. You know what I mean? Next season, the Warriors will rely heavy on Andrew Wiggins on defense, you know, because Gary Payton was that guy that defended the perimeter. He's going to have to step it up a little bit, and he probably might make an All-NBA defensive team next season if he does, you know, can lock down a lot of players in the perimeter. Klay Thompson, I'm not really sure if he's going to be back to his self when it comes to defense. Offensively, I can expect him hitting a lot of threes and getting, you know, some driving kickouts. I can expect him doing those things. But defense-wise, I feel like he lost that step. So the Warriors won't have that Klay Thompson from back in the day. That's not a bad thing. Klay Thompson still averaged like 18 points in the postseason and like 21 points during the regular season. So they're going to be getting some great quality minutes from Klay Thompson. Defensively, not. But offensively, he's going to be killing it. He's going to be shooting fire from three, bro, next season. But at the end of the day, health means everything for the Golden State Warriors to be able to repeat, especially on the front court. Yes, James Wiseman is coming back, and they added JaMychal Green to the front court, which gives them more depth in that end. But the Warriors better pray that Draymond Green does not get hurt and miss a lot of time like he did last season. And if I remember correctly, the Warriors had one of the worst defenses during that time that he was out. And they actually had a really bad record also. And then imagine if someone else like Wiseman, JaMychal Green, or Kevon Looney misses some time at the same, let's say with Draymond Green. If like two of those players are out, let's say Draymond Green and another big man, the Warriors are in trouble because the West is stacked with big teams. The Grizzlies, who ranked first in points in the paint last season, the Phoenix Suns ranked 4th last season. The Denver Nuggets are in the West too, with the back-to-back MVP Nikola Jokic. And then the Minnesota Timberwolves also, with Towns and Gobert. And we can even add the Lakers to this list with a healthy AD. And of course, LeBron James. They're going to be bullying them if they do not have none of those players healthy. I'm talking about the Warriors. If Draymond Green or James Wiseman are missing time together, the Warriors are going to be in trouble. There's just too much talent right now that can attack the paint in the Western Conference. That's why the Warriors will need every big man to stay healthy, especially in the playoffs. And we saw in the last playoffs that health is the most important thing. Chris Middleton goes down, and the Milwaukee Bucks got knocked down in the second round. And I feel like they were the team to make it to the finals. Yes, they lost to the Boston Celtics, and the Boston Celtics are a great team, don't get me wrong. But I do believe that the Milwaukee Bucks should have made it out of the Eastern Conference. But that brings me to the end of the video. We're going to talk about the Milwaukee Bucks another time. Let me know your thoughts on the Golden State Warriors. Do you think they can actually repeat as champions next season? Oh, I have a fun fact. The Warriors are actually the only team to go back-to-back in the last 10 years. That's crazy, right? Yeah, man. So let me know what you guys think about the Warriors down in the comment section. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss more amazing content like this one. And hopefully, I'll see you all in the next one.